Do NASCAR fans hate leeches in the lower series? It's a question that seems to have an obvious answer, but recently has been challenged by the bounty for Cup regulars to beat Kyle Busch in either the Xfinity or Truck Series. Suddenly, fans love the idea of regulars coming down because they're guys like Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott racing against and trying to beat Kyle Busch. So it seems like the audience of those races just don't want drivers they don't like winning the races. And while I do think that this is true, I don't think that this is the whole truth. It's no secret that NASCAR fans love to hate Kyle Busch. He has the most raw talent in the sport a driver has ever had since probably Dale Earnhardt in his prime. And he knows it. He's not bashful about showing it to the world. Just look at the crowd reaction at Bristol last year when he dropped out of the Xfinity race.
Traffic and try to keep those other cars behind you. It's going up back. You see the smoke coming off the backside of this machine coming.
So we understand that individually fans don't like Kyle Busch, who is more or less the King Leech. But what about the love for Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott seemingly punching down? Why are they different? To me, it's partly due to the fact that they, especially Elliott, are popular. It's not a surprise whatsoever that these two polar opposites of NASCAR's popularity compass energize the fan base in polar opposite ways. That's why there's such disparity in this instance. But in general, the responses do seem to be more leaning towards the anti-Leech side. I think most fans would agree that we want to see regulars of the lower series succeed. It's nice to see a young guy make a name for himself, or somebody who's a regular finally really going up the charts in results, or an old veteran finally finding their place in the NASCAR environment. But at the same time, fans see and saw Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s time in the Xfinity Series on several occasions as special occasions, even before he retired from full-time driving. His win in the Wrangler 3-car at Daytona in 2010 is still considered one of the defining moments of the last decade. Again, this isn't shocking, as Earnhardt Jr. is arguably the most popular driver to have ever raced in NASCAR. But I think the key to why many of the Cup drivers don't get the hate treatment that guys like Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, Carl Edwards, and even Brad Keselowski have received is moderation. Since his two Xfinity championships in 1998 and 1999, Earnhardt has made 69 nice starts. And in those starts, he's had only 11 victories. He averages around 3 or 4 starts a year and has a victory every 2 years or so on average. Compare this to Kyle Busch, who has made 311 starts and 91 victories in the 14 years since he made the jump to Cup. This averages out to 22 starts per year with 6 or 7 victories a year. This also meant that Busch would win around 30% of his starts. Fan fatigue, as well as him just being Kyle Busch, is really a big reason to why he gets so much more hate, whether it's fair or not. As for the other drivers that are hated as leeches, they all share another thing in common with Busch. Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano, Carl Edwards, and Brad Keselowski all have been hated in the lower series as well. And while they have rubbed some fans the wrong way, in my opinion, it comes more down to the fact that they were accomplished Cup drivers seemingly moving down to punch down. Basically, the series that they're racing and winning in seem to be beneath them at this point in their career. There's good reason that fans don't complain and even look forward to sometimes someone like Jimmy Johnson racing in the lower series. Johnson has 1 career win in his Xfinity career and has only started 21 races in the series since moving to Cup in 2002. Johnson is enjoyable in this series because it seems to be difficult for him to succeed in it. This ultimately is what I think fans actually want. They want more parity, mostly more than just a few drivers winning and dominating every week. Truthfully, it's not much fun sometimes to watch a predetermined ending. Yes, there are some fans who are truly 100% anti-Leech, but surprisingly, most fans are not this absolute about this.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
But now, I want to pass this topic on to you. What is your theory on how fans feel about leeches, and how do you personally view them? Let me know down in the comments below, leave a like, and subscribe to my channel for more great NASCAR content, like the NASCAR Weekly Podcast, which is going to be on my channel tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time, and will feature the president of NASCAR, Steve Phelps, on, so be sure to watch. Can't wait to see you there, and until then, have a good one.